Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be bringing you guys a tutorial on how to make a game thumbnail for your YouTube channel. What we're going to be using is GIMP, which is a free graphic design slash image editor for your computer, and this is really good because you can still make professional looking thumbnails and you don't have to pay a lot of money for like Photoshop or something. This is good for small channels because you need to have thumbnails that will get you viewers, because if you just put like random pictures, you wouldn't believe how much of a difference it makes. So anyways, once you're on the website, you just want to click download, and then right on the orange button it says download GIMP directly. Click that, install it, and then you're good. Once you're done doing that, you're going to want to open it up. And oh yeah, I should mention I'm going to be putting all the links you need in the description, so you can just go down there and click them and it'll bring you right to the page. So anyways, when you open up GIMP, you'll see this, and all you need to do is click File, New, and then you're going to get this window. It's going to say width and height, and if it's not already 1280 by 720, make it that, because that's the size of a thumbnail, and YouTube's not going to let you pick it as a thumbnail if it's not that size. Everything else should be the same as I have it here, and then just click OK. Then you'll get this white window. If you don't have anything on the side, then you're going to click Window, New Toolbox, and then just drag that to this side, and then Window, Dockable Dialogues, Layers, and then drag that to this side. These are pretty much only two things you need to make the thumbnail. And then when you're done with that, open Google Chrome back up. So this is when you have to go to Google Images, and you have to start Googling different pictures and images that will fit your thumbnail. So whatever genre you're doing of the video, just Google that. So if it was like Overwatch, you would just Google Overwatch picture HD, and then yeah, you want to make sure it's clear and that it relates to your video. And once you have one, which I have one here, you just want to drag it to your desktop. Yeah, I already have it on my desktop, that's why that pops up, so I'll just replace it. When you're done with that, just go back into GIMP and then drag the picture into your layer box right here. If it's behind the background, just put it above, because you need to be on top. And now if the picture's a little too big like this, you're going to go over here to your scale tool and then click it, and then just scale it down. But you need to make sure that it covers that background, so I'll just make mine around like that, and it covers pretty much the whole window. But you want to make sure you can have all the stuff in it, so just mess around and crop it until you have it good, like you like it. If the picture's too big, then you just have to make it smaller, and if it's too small, you just have to scale it up. You can see the white rectangle there, you want it to fit in that rectangle. So right here, I think it's good. And when you're done with that, you need to go on to the second thing. But if you're not pleased with this, I know it might look really bad now, and oh yeah, you see there's some white over here, so I'm gonna move it like that, and then scale it a little like that. Oh wait, that's the background, so you're gonna click on that, the layer, and then scale it so that it fits. Alright, now that we're done with that, if you want to add more pictures like I wanted to, I just added like stuff like this, because it makes it more of like a picture, since mine has all this white space. But you shouldn't have to. If you look back at some of my other videos, they have like gaming pictures, which are pretty good. But when you're done with that, you want to go back to Google Images, and you want to pick some sort of color and theme that you want the thumbnail to be. So I chose red just to add variety, because when you click on the videos, you see like a bunch of colors, and I haven't had a red one in a while. So you want to Google that color and then gradient. And here you can see I have a red and black gradient, and you want to make sure it's clear again, and just drag that to your desktop. So when you're done, you go back into GIMP and do the same thing, but you want to make sure it's above the layers you have. So right there. And then of course it's going to cover up everything, but first you want to scale it, and you can see it's huge, so you're going to use this button to move it down, and then use the scale tool to change the size of it. And now you need to go to the move tool over here and bring it back, and then scale it again. You just keep doing this until you have so it fits the image. So here you can see we're starting to make it fit. That's about good. So then when you're done with that, you can see that it covers up everything, but right here it says opacity. So you're gonna want to use that and bring it down to whatever looks good for you. You can see it's not really showing here, so I usually put it like around 75, 80. So I'm gonna put it right there, and I'm just gonna move it a little so that so the red's like right in the middle. And if there's not enough red, I can just scale it more so it's more red and less black. Right there is pretty good. So yeah, after that, you're gonna wanna go to your text and then click. And this is when you're gonna start making text. So since this is how to make a YouTube thumbnail, we're gonna type in caps how to make a, and then we're gonna highlight it. And first we want to change the font, so we're gonna use this one that I downloaded online called, there you can see it, Cartoonist. Oh, right there, Cartoonist. And I have it in Google Chrome. We're gonna be using Cartoonist Cookie and Big Noodle Titling. I'll have both these links in the description. You just need to click download and then install the font. And you have to restart GIMP if you hadn't already downloaded it before you opened it. So yeah, back to this. You can see now the font has that cool cartoonist look, and we want to make it bigger, so we're just gonna pick size. And then if this rectangle, it's gonna like limit where the text goes, so you want to drag it out just like that, and then make the text however big you think it should be. I'm gonna have it like right there. So then you want to move it to where you want to put it. You can have your text however you want, but for this I'm going to slant it because I think it'll look good since I'm going to have a lot of text on the screen. I'm going to slant it about like that, and then put it in the corner like this, and then it'll be like how to make a YouTube thumbnail. Yeah, just plan out how you want your text to be and what you need to write, and then put it how you need it to be. And I use the rotate tool right here. When you're done with that, it's just black, so what we want to do is add a gradient, which is like the blend of colors like red to black. So you're going to right click on it, on the text, and then alpha to selection, and then we're going to take a gradient tool, which is right here, the blend tool, and these are the two colors that you're going to blend. So right now it's black and white, so it would just be like that, black and white. Any way you put it, it mixes. But a lot of text that YouTubers use is like a grayish white, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to drag it up so that it goes from like gray to white, and this will give your text a good look. So you can just play around with the lines like I did, and I was satisfied with like that. See, with the slanted text, there's going to be like white over there and gray over here, so you have to be pretty equal, but right here is good. And then when you're done with that, you can just go to filters, and then light and shadow, drop shadow, and then I have it set to like 4 and 4. I'll probably make it 5 by 5. That's how big the drop shadow is. And basically, if you click OK, what it does is adds that to the text. So I usually do this. You can do filter, repeat. I do it 3 or 4 times right there. Another one that looks pretty good. It makes the text pop a lot more. I'm really looking at the image. It's a lot easier to read. But then, as you can see over here by the layer box, let me make it bigger. We have a bunch of drop shadows. So we're just gonna drag the how to make to above it, and then right click it and merge down so that it becomes one layer. So we don't have like all those drop shadow ones. So then we're pretty much done with this text. So now I'm probably gonna speed up this next part, but I'm just gonna type the rest of my text until I get to where I want to, tell you guys how to do more stuff. So yeah. Okay guys, as you can see now we have the how to make a YouTube text done, and it's already looking really good. Now we're gonna add thumbnail in text, but we were gonna make this a little different. We want it to pop out more, so we're gonna make it look different. So we're gonna start off the same by just adding the text and making this big. And we're gonna type in thumbnail. We want it to be in caps lock though. Thumbnail. But now we're going to be using that different font, which was Big Needle Titling. So we're just going to go up here to our font selection. We're going to highlight it first. We're going to type in big, there, you can see it, Big Needle Titling. And now you can see it's really small, but just highlight it and then hold this arrow to make it pretty big. We're going to make it about there. So now we want to rotate this so that it fits with, the other words. And move it over, and that it looks like it's not correctly aligned, so just rotate again a little like that. Now see how it looks by moving it back up, and that's pretty good. So now we want to alpha to selection again, but instead of using the white and gray, we're going to change the colors to a yellow for the top, and for the second color a orange. And you might be able to notice that these two colors is what a lot of YouTubers use in their thumbnails, and basically adding this blend gradient, it makes the word pop out a lot. You can see right there, you probably noticed that in a lot of thumbnails. So we just want to get it good by blending it, and that looks pretty good. When we're done with that, we're going to go back up to our filter, but instead of doing a drop shadow, we're going to go over to select, and we're going to click grow. And what that's going to do is let you add a border. So we're going to grow it by, let's try 4, and then click OK. And now you can see there's like a highlight around it. So we're going to take our bucket and we're going to make it black. And we're just going to fill in right there. And then like here in between the B's, just tap, and then in between A. And now you can see if we go to select none, we have this outlined thumbnail, which looks really good. So we can just move it to align it. And now we're almost done with the thumbnail. So what I did for the last part was I go back onto Google Images and I googled a GIMP logo with transparent background. And basically what transparent background means is that when you put it onto the image, it's not going to be like this. It's going to look like this. And to tell if it's transparent, you see these like checkerboard tile pattern. You need that to be in the background. So I'm just going to drag that to the desktop, and I'm going to go back into GIMP and drag it up on the layers. Now you can see we have this right here. So we're going to drag it over here in the open, and this just makes the thumbnail look better because we're making it with GIMP and this is the logo. You can add whatever picture you want that relates to your video, but right about there looks good. X that, and now it's looking pretty good, but we want to add something to it that might make it look a lot better. So we're gonna add a new layer, bring it up top, and get our brush tool out. And I have it set so that using my mouse wheel makes the brush tool bigger, so I'm just gonna make it really big so that it covers a good area of the screen. And we're gonna take the black and bring it down on the sides like this, around the sides like that. I know it looks really choppy, but what we're going to do is take the opacity and bring it down to about 15. So you can see up there the number says like 15. You don't want it to be too noticeable, but you want it to look good. But you can see it goes over the text here, so we're just going to put it above that, so now the text goes over it. We're going to make it a little lower because you can see it. And now you can see if I turn it off, it adds that little black, which makes the thumbnail look better. Now we'll make one more layer above that, but not above the text. We want the brush tool to be under the text. So now we're gonna go back to our colors and we're gonna get a white, and we're gonna add it up here. And what this does is just makes it shine a little. So if you bring the opacity like down to, I usually only do like 5, 6, 7 with this. You don't want this to show a lot, but it makes it a lot better when it's there. It just adds some shine to the top. So now we're getting towards the end of the thumbnail, but what I like to do on a lot of them is go over to filters, decor, and then add a border. and right now it's set to 12. We're gonna make it like 7, 6, 7, 8 is where you normally want, and then the border color will make it black, and then click OK, and as you can see we have this black border around. So this is pretty much going to be it for the thumbnail. I'll put a picture of it completed on the screen now. You can see it looks really good, and this will really bring a lot of viewers to your channel because a good thumbnail is what makes people click on videos. If you enjoyed this tutorial and it helped you out, please like and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Thanks for watching the video so much, and see you in the next one.